Hey boys and girls, it's Miss Jenn, and I'm so glad you're here. Are you all ready to race against the clock for this week's speed sermon? If you're ready, give me a thumbs up. I see you. How about you, Miss Katie? Are you ready? Count down with me in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Now, before we jump in, let me ask you something. Have you ever said, I can't stand it when people do that thing? Maybe it's when someone chews too loud, or talks during a movie, or always has to be first in line, or brags about how they're the best at everything. So annoying, right? But wait, sometimes we do those same things too. Today, we're going to talk about how we're so quick to judge others, but we're not really taking a good look at ourselves. Yes, you. Let's break it down this way. Here's what was happening. Jesus was talking to a huge crowd on a mountainside. His sermon was full of so much practical wisdom that helped people live the way God called them to. Even though Jesus spoke over 2,000 years ago, everything he taught is still helpful for us today. Because what people were going through then, we still go through today. People worried back then, and we worry now. People judged others back then, and yep, we still judge people now. But Jesus said something that stopped and made everyone think. He said in Matthew 7, 3-5, "Why do you look at the speck of sawdust in your brother's eye, but pay no attention to the plank in your own eye? How can you say to your brother, let me take the speck out of your eye, when all the time there's a plank in your own eye? You hypocrite." Okay, everyone freeze. Stop the clock. Do you all know what hypocrite means? Katie, do you know what it means? It's someone who says one thing but does the opposite. That doesn't sound very good, does it? Okay, everyone, unfreeze. Let's keep going. First, take the plank out of your own eye, and then you will see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye. Not something you see every day. Do you think people back then walked around with huge pieces of wood in their eyes? Whoa! Okay, or was Jesus trying to teach us something in a unique and memorable way? Jesus used parables, which are short stories that help us see what he means. These parables help people understand what God was trying to tell them through his word, the Bible. So when Jesus said plank, he's not talking about real wood. He's saying, don't be so focused on someone else's mistakes that you miss your own. So what do? We let God work in our hearts and have faith when he shows us something we need to change about ourselves, because you know what? We won't always see it. Jesus wants us to have a helping faith, one that helps us grow first so we can help others later. So why remove the plank from your eye? To grow closer to God, to see things clearly, to help people, not hurt them. When you take that plank out of your eye, like when you start being kinder, more patient, or more thankful, people will notice. They'll think, whoa, why are they so different? And then maybe, just maybe, they'll want God to change their hearts too. All right, let's go back to my pet peeve from the beginning. Now, think of something that really bugs you. Okay, have you thought of it? Now, think of a time you might have done the same thing. Yeah, me too. So next time you're tempted to point a finger, remember, sometimes God's saying, hey, let's start with you first. Because when we let God change our hearts, our faith becomes a helping faith, the kind that helps others grow too. All right, you guys, are you ready to do our big idea? Get up on your feet. Let's do this. In faith, we
climb, climb, climb.
Our light will
Shine, shine, shine.
Hey guys, looks like we made it. Give yourselves a round of applause.